All right, folks, I'm actually here. None of you are. That's funny. Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. I'm gonna go dig up some worms, catch some fish, and eat those. Makes way more sense than eating worms. Way more sustenance, way more protein when you're talking to fish. Starting to wonder here, who am I streaming over? I'm also trying to figure out what all is showing here. Huh. There's the sticker wall. I wish I could get a little bit closer, but unable to. And what I'm going to do now, I don't have a bowl. Bummer. I was going to put some of my pay dirt into a bowl. We've got some pay dirt that back before I really knew what I was doing as far as the panning, we had a bunch of stuff go through from our claims. And we know that there's gold in it. I just wasn't able to pull it out at the time. And then we've moved on to different projects, and now I have all the whatever. It's the cons from a few different places that we're certain has the gold in it. I just have to work it out. So I'm thinking I actually plan on doing that today. Do a bit of a hangout. Like I said, I have halves. Got a new box. Kenny did 2 of them out of here the other day for somebody. All right. Well. It's the Ditto Kitty, folks. There we go. Now my hair's working right. Thank you for the like. Definitely dig those. Gonna try to get organized a little bit. Point that down. The halves are right there. This is all the various cool stuff we have that we've been gifted recently. I did that one, oldies, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that sent off to my dad probably tomorrow. I have to get the package made up. It's Mama Lou. How's it going, ma'am? Glad you could pop in and say hi. I know how it is, bouncing here and there and everywhere. Ooh, looky. It's the big W. Oh. I'm doing okay, Mama Lou. Every day I rest a bit more. Every day I'm feeling a little bit better. I just have to remember to absolutely take it easy. There's no screwing around. If I start to feel like anything weird is happening in here, I have to shut it down, call no joy, and lay down. And at this point, I'm not afraid to. I will lay the hell down wherever I'm at. Mostly because I don't like bleeding. Yeah, sitting still. Well, and it's like part of my whole disability thing. I'm not allowed to do a whole lot. And while I'm waiting for this disability, and man, it's brutal hard. It's brutally hard. I am not used to being the guy that doesn't work. I am used to being the guy that has 2, 3 jobs at all times. Always working, always making money for my family somehow or another. And this has been awful. Hi, honey. But it's been awful. It's been 3 years that I've been forced to pretty much sit on my hands. The few times I have gone out of my way to push it and do stuff, I end up hurting myself. I end up in the hospital or end up down for a few days for something or other because my dumb ass pushed it. Or like last year, Philip and I both, we ended up trying to heat stroke and dehydrate ourselves out in the middle of the desert. That was entertainment value. Hey, but I tell you what, we found our clams. That was pretty important. To get into lots of trouble. I try. Yeah. Then we go and break the rig and we end up having to walk out 4 miles. And that one was awful fun. The funnest part about that one, oh, check this out. Mama live for real. The funnest part about that one, when I broke the Durango, I mushed the radiator. Whoops. When we were walking out from that one, it was just after dark and we're kind of cruising. Phil's got Bella up in the top of the pack up here. We got pictures. But we're walking along the road and from behind me, maybe 2 feet away, we hear a rattlesnake. And that was invigorating. One of those get your heart going moments. We never saw the snake. We had flashlights. We never saw the snake. We heard it though, and it was right next to me. I felt it more than I felt the vibration more than I heard the sound. Let me put it that way. He was that close. That was fun. And we went back up and fixed it, and we're trying to Phil and I are trying to be more responsible about the way we do things. But on the flip side, our last excursion out, we actually managed to camp in a wash that ended up flash flooding. Swear to God, there was not supposed to be any rain anywhere in the area. It's the only reason we did that. But my youngest boy got to experience a flash flood. A very important memory he will have for the rest of his life. Important memory links to important information. Do not camp here. Hey, but she's got to give me credit. I have calmed down throughout the years. I don't know if she'd be able to handle dealing with me 10, 15 years ago. I am super mellow now compared. I'm a saint now compared to 10 and 15 years ago. Actually, my absolute favorite job that I had was in the early 2000s, right in there. I built cell phone towers. We literally climbed up to 300-400 feet. Would hang by one little hook on our harness and play with really big steel. I loved that job. Big flips on, gotcha. Afraid of height? Yeah, that's not a job you can do being afraid of heights. Not at all. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you spend most of your time probably between 20 and 100 feet. But because most of it, when you're up top, the middle part, the only time you're there is when you're building it. Then you're up top setting antennas, and you're down below and up and down running wires. Ziplining sounds fun. I've actually never ziplined. But again, I've been attached to a tower in 60 mile an hour winds, 100 feet up. That was entertainment value. That was not only an entertainment value, that had a pucker factor involved. It's all fun and games until you hit the ground, right? I don't know. I guess part of the reason I'm not scared of heights is I've had weird stuff like I got swatted by an adult out a 2-story window, pushing my face against the screen to yell at a cousin, and my uncle went whap, and I went out the freaking window. So one of the only times in my young life when I popped up swearing at an adult and my parents didn't whoop my ass. I came up, I hit the ground, rolled out of it, come up spitting, cussing, pissed. Yeah. You know, the scary part was my dad was more pissed than I was. They actually had a physical incident over it where my dad whooped his ass. I remember my dad distinctly saying that he was the only one allowed to toss me out windows. And my uncle saying something along the lines of, well, apparently not. What are you going to do about it? And entertainment ensued. I was little. I was like 7 or 8 when that happened. But I grew up climbing trees in an avocado grove, climbing trees up in Wyoming, really super tall trees. I've fallen out of them. I guess I never gained an appreciation for falling or landing. Actually, I guess that's a better one. I learned a better appreciation of the landing. Falling doesn't scare me. Landing scares me. So that's what you have to work on. Prepare and watch the landing. You can survive almost any height if you land it right. Hell, I worked on one cell phone tower with a dude that, and he was like in his 50s, 60s, way too old to be on a cell tower. But the old man worked. He busted ass. He knew what he was doing. That old guy had literally ridden down 3 separate towers. Like the towers collapsed underneath him while he was on them, and he survived. He said the worst one, he was in a body cast for 8 months. And I can imagine that. He said that one was like a 300 foot or 250, 300 foot tower. Wind buckled one of the legs. It was a 3-leg. And then you get the cable ones where you got the different cables coming down. You get one of those cables that snaps and you got a wind. Man, one of those towers is coming down quick. Those things are scary. I don't like those. And that was one of the first towers I had to climb, was one like that. What am I doing? You know what I think I'm gonna do? I know I gotta have, or maybe I don't. I totally thought I had my gold pan here somewhere. I must not. All righty. Yes, indeedy, folks. I'm gonna roll a cigarette. So, Mama Lou, how you been doing? How's your day going? How's the boutique? Yeah, I forgot Bigfoot was on. It's all good. Sounds like there's a phone call. What's this for? Oh, yeah, I know what that is. Move and pack. Okay, my first recommendation on that, Mama Lou, 100%. It's way easier if you do that opposite. If you pack and then move, you'll get it done way faster. Just, a thought. You just move in places or you move in towns completely? All right, I'm going to put this down so everybody can look at the cool stuff and look at the gold. Silver Smokestacks. How's it going, bro? Yeah, I'm up. I'm doing better. I'm not 100% yet. Honestly, I'd probably give myself about 75 at this point. So recovery's going good. Moving houses and downsizing. Excellent. Good luck on that. Well, thank you, sir. Well, it kind of went like this. I got home from the first surgery, chased Jenny around. It wasn't just Jenny. I was pushing it kind of hard that day anyways. But I was pushing it hard. I chased around Jenny for a little bit, and that's when I bounced and had to lay down. And then, yeah, I had completely undone the entire surgery somehow. So I ended up going back in, having him redo it. But the moment he had to redo it, I decided I wasn't doing anything but laying there until I felt like moving. Cool. Well, I appreciate it, man. Oh, yeah, and those things are insane. The 1-year-old, I don't think I could handle him. Because him, you have to pick up to move. At least Jenny, I can get her to just come with me. Tigger, you got to pick up, and I can't pick that boy up right now. I'm not supposed to pick up more than a gallon of milk. All right, Mama Lou, run safely. Nah, it is what it is, man. It's just an injury. I mean, I have an extensive list of injuries throughout my history that it's all recoverable from. As long as it doesn't kill you, you're going to get better eventually. That is a massive theory that my dad and I live by. Now, we also have some pretty groovy scars to show from it, too. So There you have it. You can go ahead and throw a Gold Lady card down here. Why not? Yeah, I know I haven't done a whole lot with the panning and stuff, but if anybody wants to get into the panning and you want to order some pay dirt, either give these guys a call here at the Gold Lady or let me know, and I can see what kind of deals I can get my watchers. Because I know, I mean, they give me a little bit of a deal on the loupes, just so that because they know that I'm getting them out to you guys and I'm not charging anything more than what I pay for them. So they kind of like that. All right, give me a second, folks. I got to check my stuff here. Do due diligence and my job and check my mail and check the PayPal. Y'all know. Y'all know how this works. But that's why sometimes I just have you looking at the coin and the pile of poop and see somebody snucky gugging. Oh, no, never mind. I know what that is. That would be a loupe that somebody ordered. Very important. All right, no important emails right away. Oh, look, guys, the hospital wants my feedback. All right, Silver Smokestacks, man, take care. I'll see you around. Possibly see you tonight. I'll probably stream tonight, too. I don't see why not. My missing and exploited children button. And now I'm all alone. That's okay, guys, because I'm like Scrooge McDuck, 100%. There might not be anybody in the room, but I am surrounded by beautiful, beautiful coins that I get to play with. So, you know, I enjoy playing with coins. Therefore, I don't mind doing it by myself. Hello, me. It's me again. I so would like to play music, but, you know, I don't like generic music. I totally want to play stuff that's copywritten. I wonder how that would work. I actually know a couple bands that I wouldn't mind playing their music. And I happen to know that they wouldn't mind having the exposure. Now, it's not exactly music that everybody wants to listen to, but I mean, one is a death metal and the other one's damn near death metal. But they are good bands. Singularity and Samus Theory. Actually, Samus Theory isn't even together anymore. Unfortunately, they had a parting of ways. They were a badass band, though. I liked them. I got to party with them one night. Good guys. Sam, the lead singer, he a lot of his songs are about surviving the different vehicle wrecks and other wrecks that he's gone through in his life. Pretty cool. Kind of crazy. This is actually one of the slowest streams I've ever done. I like it. Uh-oh. Ciao, the Gold Lady. Anyways, one of these days I really need to start going through all this stuff. Because I know I have a bunch of RPMs mixed into a bunch of this stuff. Several RPM goes running around in here. I can't remember who got it, but recently I gave away an RPM. It was a D over D that you just couldn't even miss. It was insanely cool. Anybody knows Blues Clues? Blues Clues, Blues Clues. No? I like Blues Clues. Kind of goofy. Give me a second. I got to do a couple things here. Okay. And then checking the mail or two, folks. Sorry. All right. And check that. Not bad. Somebody in here yet? Did I just sense the presence of somebody? I did. I did. Who snuck in here on me? Navigation using long-range course. Back in here. Yeah, I knew somebody snucky guide me. Hello, hello, and welcome. Here's one of them rocks that Lurch wants. I think this is actually on the side edge of some organics. But there it is. That's one of the types of rocks that he wants. I've got some really neat ones in here, actually. This one. They're pretty cool. These are some of the denser ones. I've got some littler ones. They got a bit more of the bubbly on them. They cooled faster. And then there's where your organics and your dirt was when it landed across whatever it landed, and it so pretty much and cooled this way. Dodger 455. What's happening? How's it going, brother? Ow, 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 ow. You guys remind me, no coughing. Rip my damn guts out again. Awesome. I'm doing all right. I'm doing better than I was, man. I got out of hospital. I got the second surgery done. Second surgery went excellent. I've been resting and recuperating. Probably about 75%, going strong, getting stronger. I just don't like coughing. Coughing sucks. Woo, look at that. Look at that, Dodger. Bet you've seen that before, huh? And thank you again. Yeah, you know, I've been thinking about going and doing some boxes again of quarters, but honestly, I think I'm going to stick with my halves here. I got kind of nuts on that quarter hunt for a minute, and I kind of lost track of the fun of what I was doing here, and it became an issue where I was stressing on finding rolls of quarters, and it was driving me nuts. See, man, you're on the right side of the country. I'm over here in Arizona. We aren't getting them in boxes over here. It's just not happening. Man, I was raiding Wells Fargo, and they were getting into their boxes for me. Their back area clerks were going through their boxes and pulling specifically all the 2019 rolls for me, and then swapping them out with me. I don't even bank at Wells Fargo, and these people are awesome. And I was cherry picking Wells Fargo. I was cherry picking Smith's grocery store, which was the only place that had them here. No W's, not a single one. And I went through almost $2,000 worth of quarters, man. So I think honestly, it all depends on where you're at in the country. And where I'm at, nope. I might as well chill out, go through Halves, have some fun looking for silver for people, and then count on folks like Dodger 455 there, sir, you, and a few others. You got 3. Nice. Yeah, dude, I'll wait for folks like you to get them and make them available to us, and then that's when I'll jump on something. But I really, at this point right now, it was stressing me out so much just trying to find them. So I'm happy. I've got these 3. Let me pick this back up. I've got these 2. I got these 2 W's that I have. I got one from you guys, and I got one from Mantic. And yeah, I've got the Lowell W's. I actually have. I'd have to look, but hey, Dodger, have you seen any of the Philadelphia Lowells yet? Because I think that's one of the only things I don't have is a Philly Lowell. Yeah, I haven't seen one. I have the American Memorial Park, P and D, just waiting on the W on that one. And then I have a couple W's in the Lowell, and I have Denver Lowells everywhere. But let me look. That's the Lowell W. That's no. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think I do. I don't think I have a Lowell Philadelphia. I definitely have the Memorial though. You found them in circulated, I bet. Yeah, it's funny. They're starting to actually hit circulation around here, which is really funny because I've been throwing them into circulation around here for 2 months. For real, ever since I was finding them. Like I said, I went through about $2,000 worth, so you got to keep flipping those, and I just kept putting them back into circulation. But I haven't bought quarters. I actually haven't bought a roll of quarters, Dodger, since you guys that night you guys did your stream. No joke. I finally breathed a sigh of relief I had a W. I could be done. I can go back to my happy halves and my nickels and pennies if people want them. It's kind of cool because we've received a few of the Memorial Philadelphias for giveaways and stuff, so that's pretty cool. And I've been asking my bank about their rolls, but my primary bank, I don't think, is a good place to get anything for silver, like halves, quarters. They're just not. I mean, I've got some really cool nickel boxes, and I've received some really cool penny boxes from this bank, but nothing spectacular on the quarters or the halves. And I'm not doing dimes. That would make my head hurt a lot. Yeah, see, and that's what I didn't get. They were doing something weird. I've heard several stories about how they were going to mix them in and send them out, and it just, yeah. And it's true. They're all, well, I don't know. All the Denver rolls that I've seen, they are solid rolls of Denver. Denver Lowell, nothing else. I might once in a while get an odd other state quarter, but they're, pretty much for the most part, they were all the 2019 D. All right, time to give up on that cigarette. Chill out and say hi. Oh. Yeah, and them, man, those people tore me up, tore my veins up. I still got tape and stickies all over me. I have heard that they're out, but that's all I've heard. And it's all been scattered rumors, second, third-hand knowledge, third-hand stuff. I have not actually firsthand. I don't firsthand know somebody that's found one, but like anything else, like anytime, there's stories running around. They're supposed to be out there. I need to get organized. I have things everywhere. But I have this really cool box that's got all our giveaway stuff in it. Like, got my birthday notes in here, a few other cool stuff. This is going to be in a giveaway here soon. I mean, who doesn't want a cool gold-plated Ike? We've got a couple of the 2019 P memorials in here for giveaway. Got a Benji, a couple silver quarters, a couple copper rounds. Some neat stuff. Yes, I like Ikes too. There's actually a few more. There's the gold-plated, and then I have two others in there that I'm going to randomly give away here and there. I decided because I was getting them and I was searching for varieties and stuff, and then just flipping them, turning around and spending them throughout town because people like them. But I think next time I come across any of them, I'm going to start saving them. And I only have the 71 silver. That's the only silver one I have, and that is definitely not in that box. That's in a whole different box. It's also one of the only coins that I bought, and I did not even intend on buying it. One of the kids in the community, one of the younger ones, 15, 16, was having an auction, and they were trying to auction off different stuff like the Ike and a few other things, and just trying to make themselves a little bit of money. So nobody was bidding on this Ike, so I'm like, I'll get the bidding started. I bid $550, which is what he was asking $5 as a start, and I bid $550 to start. I was hoping somebody to upbid and I could get it going and get the kid a little money. Hell no. I ended up getting it for $550. I ended up sending him $650 to cover the shipping on it. Nice. Very nice. We really haven't started doing putting together any sets. I mean, Kenny's got some books over that they've been working on. I just don't have any books or anything like that, so we really haven't done anything like that yet. I have to check that out for sure, dude. How long ago was that about? See, that's another thing that's going to be in one of the giveaways is this 1964 silver quarter turned into a ring right after New Year's. Right on. I'll check it out. Oh. Hiya. Yeah, the ring light is one of the first ones that my dad made. He's started playing with making rings, coin rings. He just recently came upon a really cool machine that he can use to do it. And my dad is a very artistic person. He loves making things with his hands. He actually has an Etsy site where he sells like wind chimes and walking staves and different stuff like that he makes. And these rings are the latest in the skills that he has decided to develop. Owie. Anyways. Okay, when do you work? 8. Oh, overnight, huh? No. No? Okay, go get some rest. Where's Bubby? Mommy already picked him up. Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. It's Kitty. It's pretty much, it's just, I think Mama Lou's in here somewhere, but it's been me and Dodger 455 kind of BSing. Okay. I love you. Get some rest, sweetheart. Get the brown Ikes from Jeep and John. Cool. Yeah, again, the only Ikes I have are that 71 silver, and then I keep a 78 because there's one coin machine left in all of Laughlin. And the first time I walked up to it and dropped a quarter into it, it spat out a 78 Ike for me. So I like it. Phil, how's it going? And Dave's not here. How's it going, guys? But we kind of have this whole thing where we don't really buy coins unless they're for giveaways, and we try to get them for cheap as hell. We're just not in a position, nor really, I have no desire to really make some collections up for us. It's just, this is something that we've decided to get into and do while we couldn't do the mining. And then now that it's getting back into mining season, that's why I'm really promoting the Gold Lady. This is when we start going out to the claims and we start doing stuff there. All right, Dodger man, have fun, grill well, grill safely, and enjoy. Thank you, sir. But we're gonna go hit the mountains soon. Get us some pay dirt. Get us. Well, we're on. Anyways, we know where it's at. We just got to find it again after possibly being the monsoon season might have reorganized things a little bit. But I primarily know where to get the gold on our claims, especially the stuff we want to dig up for pay dirt. We still haven't decided how we're going to do that yet. I have to locate the layer that it's actually in. We know the spot, the bend. We know all of that. But true bedrock is also probably about 3.5 feet down in that spot. And I've only gone 2.5 feet and found 2 separate layers that have gold in it. So we gotta decipher that puzzle. Once that puzzle's deciphered, dug up, bagged up, we get to bring it home, or put into buckets more than anything. We get to bring it home, and then that's when we'll figure out how to start doing pay dirt and sending pay dirt out. That's going to be very exciting. We're looking at probably 2 months, a month to 2 months out from having pay dirt available, which we're pretty excited about. It just honestly, it sucks, but it all depends on my surgeries that are coming up. I have to make it through a neck surgery and a back surgery, and then I get to go play in the dirt. Harry Love, how's it going? Bella's dad, Mary Love, Dodger. Well, Dodger's going to cook. Mr. Carlisle, he is not here. I'm doing better. Pretty much I'm not doing anything but resting and then hopping on here. That or sleeping. I figured out that that's the best way to heal. I guess I gotta move my mouse. My mouse pointer is like right on my face on my computer screen, it's driving me nuts. It's like a fly. No, yeah. That's one of the changes that I'm going to try to be making. I'm going to have the late night streams too, but I want to do a daytime stream and a late night stream. We just got to see how that works, because a lot of times, at least 2 days out of the week, my daytime stream's not going to happen because I have to go in and get blood drawn and, you know, do the dance, jump through the hoops. Find out how I die today. That's my joke. Like yesterday, I go in Mondays and Thursdays to find out how I'm going to die that day. And as of yesterday, I'm at a stroke risk, which is actually better than a week ago when I was at a bleed risk. So yeah, Mary, it's one of those things. I'm pretty much stuck doing absolutely nothing but resting or saying hi to everybody on YouTube. So, hi, I am here. And I'll be honest, I was bored. I was lonely. Not really. Kenny was watching TV downstairs. It's been kind of a lazy day. She's had the babies for days, so I am. I'm listening to my doctor all day long. All right, Dave. Take care. Get that thing charged up so you can be on later on tonight. We'll see you all over the place then, sir. I really want to get a detachable webcam so I can show you guys the view I actually have out this window. It's pretty spectacular. An entire mountain range out there that we get to look at. No, no, please don't. I bruise easy right now. No kicking in the butt. Hey, yeah, I tell you what. One more letter and that would have been really awkward. I understood though. No kicking of the butt. I don't like bruising. Hey, what do you know? Mr. Phil's home. The Mr. Phil is home. I'm going to kick this down just a little bit so you can see halves. I have halves. This is the black sand container of death. Mary, am I sleeping? Yes, I'm sleeping too much, actually. Right now, as far as healing, there's no such thing as too much. But, yeah, I've been sleeping excessively at this point. So, but I've been doing that on purpose because sleeping excessively allows me to heal excessively. So, or at least that's the theory.
Where'd all my sodas go? They're gone. You don't get 6 pack in there this morning.
Dude, I drank 2.
You're gonna have this one stashed.
We'll have more tomorrow.
Yeah, I just had to spend the last of my money. I'm glad I'm away that from the doctors.
Anyways, black sand, guys, right there.
Had to get them fixed.
I'm going to put a little bit of gold in there, and I'm going to mess with people. Very fun. But yeah, that's all black sand found on a road. Pulled off a road with a magnet. Oh. Now, so who else in here? We got Mary Love. I think Dodger bounced. He's going to cook. David bounced. Mary Lou went to do something. There. Mary Love, I'm Mama Lou. Not Mary Lou. Mama Lou. I'm leaving this down like this because I'm smoking for a second. And you know, people frown on me smoking climb and blah blah blah. The KGB's watching, you know. He will get me.
Yeah, I had to go get 2 tires.
Where did you go?
Downtown. They didn't have any at that one. So I went downtown to that little Mexican. It's pretty good. $40 a tire.
But anyways, what have you been up to, Mary Love? You better check. Haven't really had a whole lot of people in. Trickle in and trickle out, kind of like I do the place, you know. I think I've had a lurker or 2 in here for a while.
I'm not in there.
No, Bella's dad was in here. Trying to stay out of trouble. I hear you. And Bella's dad was here for a minute.
Bill?
Dodger, yeah, Dodger Phil 55 was here. He went to leave and go do some grilling. I'd love to grill, but the wind is insane here right now.
Yeah, it is.
This is one of those days where you look outside, you think maybe you'd want to go outside, and then you step outside and you're like, nah, inside looking outside is much cooler. But you got nickels laying everywhere, man. I gotta get through all those nickels too. You hate pawn shops? It depends on the pawn shop. For me, I kind of like my local pawn shop because that's where I get like my Buffalo bonuses, and it's where we get the mercs.
It's the only coin shop in town.
Yeah, it's the only coin shop in town, but well, besides the one that you have to make an appointment with. But the cool part is if it's not silver, so like Buffaloes, I've got a really big leeway on price with Buffaloes. Because really all he cares about is precious metals. Yeah, they can be a ripoff. But like, I don't know, all our proof sets come from a pawn shop, and we get a damn good deal on them. But that's because I've known the guy forever. I have a really good rapport, a really good relationship with him. And and so I can work. He knows how much business I've done there. That's another thing that really gets me a little bit more of the play.
Yeah.
Is that the primary pawn shop I use for anything and everything. So, but yeah, there's a few of them that are ripoffs. And then I don't know, there's the one where we bought the V nickels.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got
some, but he's got some good prices on him.
He got some that he's got way excessive prices on, but he's got other stuff that he's got way underpriced. What the pawn shops you're looking for are the ones that really don't know what the hell they're talking about. Switches, coins. Yeah, see, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even go there then. Not a chance. In fact, I'd probably go out of my way to advertise against them. Any of the bad ones here do their own bad press. Pretty much everybody in town knows which ones are decent, which ones are going to screw you. But Kenny and I are actually looking at going up to Vegas to do boxes at some point here. Obviously, that's going to be a month or two down the road once things are a little bit more stable financially, but because there's no reason to go up there and buy a box.
No. Not worth the gas. Not even the info.
Although my car kicks ass, man. That thing actually almost made it to Anza, California and back on one tank. Probably an extra 4 gallons, 5 gallons on top of the tank. And it would have gone all the way to Anza and back. Pretty crazy. Yeah, and I've heard, Mary Love, I've heard about people doing that, different coin shops or pawn shops doing that, and it never ends well for them. Or they end up being in business simply because nobody else is nobody else is around. Nobody else has a desire to compete. It turned on me, scope. Will do, Mary. I mean, it could be any time. It's not like Vegas is very far. I mean, for grins, just for a quick trip somewhere, we generally do Laughlin because it's closer. But do you know somewhere in Vegas? No, you got me. Where?
There's a big corn store in Vegas.
Yeah, I've been told of a couple of them.
There's a big one.
What am I looking for? Oh well. You have a $50 token at a casino in Vegas? Nice. That's kind of cool. That sounded like a good idea. I'll got that one.
This one.
Yeah. There's that one there too. There's one over here. I think as far as tobacco, we're covered. Oh, can split the winnings. Hell yeah. And if I can do what I normally do, that'll go pretty excellent. I 2/3 of the time I do really good. 1/3 of the time the casino gets me. So it really depends on which 30% we're on when I go. Currently I am up as of my last trip to a casino. The one before that didn't do any good, did it? Ah, see, so I should have one more good trip right now. $70 other casino tokens? Wow, Barry.
You've got several actors pictures, huh?
Yes, it's stickered. It's right there. That's crazy, Mary. I mean, what did you go? Have you just gone a couple times and you keep the tickets or keep the tokens?
The tickets are good for a year.
Oh, you've been collecting them all year. Oh, right on. You've never been to Vegas. Okay, you're gonna have to explain that one to me. Totally gonna have to explain that one. Do people just know you collect them and people give them to you and hook you up, or what? You find them online and stuff, or? Now I'm curious. Oh my goodness. I've been through Reno. I've never actually gambled in Reno. Now Vegas,
Reno's just a small Vegas. Reno's just a small Vegas.
Right, it's like a Laughlin.
Yeah. A little bigger than Laughlin.
All right. Right on. Yeah, thrift stores. That's kind of cool. That's kind of crazy. I guess I've never paid attention enough to know if I've seen one or not. That's kind of nuts. I decided I'm going to repan all the cons. Yeah. And then just put them into a bag into general and then put them in the tailings. But I want to go through those. That's all the stuff before I learned how to pan. So now I should be able to strip anything out of it. Oh, I understood, Mary Love. Oh my goodness. What time is it?
4:15.
4:15. All right, Mary, get that stuff covered. Oh my goodness. Hate that. All right, you know what, guys? I'm going to take off too. Shut this down for a while. I'm going to double check PayPal, make sure nobody sneaky guide me. And then I'm going to bounce for a couple hours, get a couple things done, get set up. I might actually do the panning part do it live just for grins. But Mary Love, you take care. Mysterious ghosting peoples, my lurkers, I love you. Thank you all for coming. Everybody, be excellent to each other. Party on. And I will see you on the next stream. Take care, folks.